just the beginning.
The Angel and May Chronicles, Season 2, Episode 13, The Thing in the Corridor.
Well, that goal of yours was a real fluke, Sarge. I tell you, you have to practice more with your left foot. Makes all the difference.
Left foot, right foot. It's just so bloody hard these days. There's no doubt about it, I'm definitely slowing down. Do you fancy a beer? I think the bar will still be open.
Well, it's my turn, so I'm up for a few bevies. Have you tried that new one? It's from that microbrewery over in Widman-Staton. Gander's given it a try.
Now that would be an excellent move. Hey, we could have a retrograde rebel. Or a cherry blue pale.
I was thinking more like heavy scowl or frown.
Hey, did you hear that noise? I think it came from 5B section. That's weird. It's never used at this time of night. I think we should investigate.
You sure it's not just expansion clicking? You know you get that as the station rotates.
No, it sounded like something being dragged or scraped. There it is again.
Definitely not expansion clicks. Have you got any weapons, Sarge?
Hell no. Look, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's get real quiet and sneak up. I'll move up and take a look around the corner.
Okay.
Can't see much. It's dark, and the light tubes haven't sensed anything. Hold on. I think I can see a dark shape at the end of the section. It's got a deep red glow. Wow, it just flashed blue.
What the hell is it? Should we challenge?
It's like smoke. It's not a figure. I think... No, that's not right. It can't be. It's moving up the corridor.
Jacinta, wake up! Wake up! Boy, we have another incursion. Medvac for 2.
Up there. Medvac dispatched.
Get a radiation team down to the section. There are strange burn marks.
Roger. Hazmat team on its way.
Look, stay with me, soldier. Focus.
We were just coming back from football. We had this noise. Like a shushing, metallic sound, scrape. We went to investigate. It was Section 5. This thing came at us. It was... the lights were dim and almost out. It glowed. It was horrible, Mom.
Take it easy.
Excuse me, Mum. Soldier, status. Is your airway clear?
I feel bad. I think it contaminated us.
Check this one. Get them on the stretchers.
We have a medical emergency. 2 are coming up to medical. Looks like burns or possibly radiation.
Okay, I've got that. I'll prep this end. Oh, and I'll also give Nurse McAllister a call.
Major, we have had another incident, just like last week.
What, with Jacinta this time?
We can't ignore this now. Clearly it's not going away.
Agreed.
We need to determine if this is an overt act and put plans in place. We can't dismiss this as a dream.
Well, we did a check for psychedelics in the air. There is nothing. No active molecules. The air is clear. To be honest, I'm out of ideas.
This looks like a more serious attack, though. There are some marks on the walls. Look, get a forensic team down there and take a look. I've been keeping it under wraps because I didn't want to spook the troops, but word will get around. I think we now need to get out in front of this. Can you contact our 2 tame detectives? I think we'll need their forensic skills.
I tell you, Shaz, this blend of coffee is not as smooth as that earth-grown stuff. I don't care how much the science says otherwise. I can definitely tell the difference. Shaz, you there?
Yeah. Sorry, Alex. I'm in the server room with Zed. We were just moving some of the racks around so we can change the patching. Zed has some ideas on how we can improve the speed.
So, it looks like you're starting to really get into this tech again, Shaz.
It's like trying to teach a blind monkey to code.
What's that like?
Painfully slow. Actually, she's not bad, but she does need to go to Experience Club.
You mean you wanted to go back to school?
Well, it's the only way to exercise the new knowledge and build understanding.
Actually, Alex, I want to go. It would be really good to find out what this generation's teenagers are really like. You see, the problem with the implants is whilst the knowledge is there, it's really difficult to relate to. It really needs the recommended practical exercises. So, if we're serious about this agency, we need as much heavy-duty technical expertise as possible. Zed's good, but he doesn't have a nasty, suspicious perspective. That's something that years of detective work will give you.
Yep, some of the stuff we've seen. Yuck. Oh, hi, Sophie. How you going? Ready to front this amazingly busy operation?
Yes. The minute-by-minute transactional nature of the role is really feeding my solitaire skills. I have made some really important, life-changing decisions as a result of this job.
Oh, so what's that?
I have finally figured out what I'm going to wear next Saturday at the racing. Say, this secretary receptionist gig, it doesn't seem that exciting.
It will pick up, Sophie, I promise.
Good, because I'm going batshit crazy out front.
Well then, you can join the rest of us.
Oh, where's that coming from?
I set it up to sound like an old-fashioned movie. Your era. Let me see. It's a date device from Rudy. It sounds like a case. She's asking for you to meet her in CNC.
That does sound like a case. Any indication what it's about?
No, nothing. Must be urgent, though. She says she's waiting now.
Well then, we better go. Now, you two, no messing with the coffee machine whilst we're away.
Me?
We know you fiddled with the setting last week.
I think I'm going to need your skills. I hope I didn't interrupt anything.
Oh, well, we're always ready to help. We'll see if we can fit you in around our heavy caseload.
Is it an issue?
No, Rudy. It's just that we don't have any caseload.
Oh, well, this one will certainly exercise you. It's a very strange thing. It involves a multiple hostile incursion.
That is weird, but it's just some lights in a corridor.
We have 2 injured soldiers in the infirmary. It's happened several times now.
Where did this take place? It looks like the lower levels.
Level 5, beta section, corridor 12.
Okay, so where do we start?
4 days ago, some of our guys were coming back from a combat simulation in the VR suite. Now, hold on. Let me pull up a map, as I think location may be of importance. Okay, so combat VR suite is here, and section 5 beta is here.
So, they were heading back to the barracks by the look of it. They need to get to the lifts, right?
When they were walking back, One of the party heard some whispering voices and they went to investigate. When they got closer, two of the party had what can only be described as a nightmare experience.
What did they see?
They described a black cloud shape, and one of them said she saw her dead father's face.
I guess that would traumatize anyone. Did they undergo medical checks?
Apart from a slight bruise where they ran into a wall section when they were trying to get away, there's no other visible effects. I think it would be useful for you to interview them and see if you can turn up anything else.
Okay, what about forensics? Also, did the doc take bloods?
I know what you are going to ask.
Well, I'll ask it anyway. Were there any signs of drugs, hallucinogenic substances, for instance?
They only had raised stress hormone levels. Look, I'm going to flick you all the files. There were no drugs, nothing in their bloods.
What about the corridor itself? Are there security and monitoring cameras throughout the complex? What did they see?
They only saw what you could see in the data vise I sent. You know, some lights and a shushing sound, and that's it.
How could some lights injure anyone?
So what about the soldiers' implants? Could some entity have hacked into the messaging channels and sent images directly to their optic nerves? Perhaps started a limited form of sequestration?
Ah, yeah, good one, Shaz. That's an obvious move.
We did a full diagnostic on the implants, and apart from raised levels of neurotransmitters, there was nothing. The whole data set was entirely consistent with a flight response.
So are you sure the cameras didn't pick up anything? Did you run cleanup routines on the images and try to pull out any hidden detail?
There was some slight glitching, but we put that down to the fluctuating power levels.
Okay. What happened to the power? How did it fluctuate?
We don't have that level of telemetry on the power systems. We think that the voltage fluctuated slightly and it was consistent with a power drain.
Did those power drains align with the glitching in the cameras?
Well, yes, they did, as far as we can tell.
This place is a Faraday cage, right?
It's double screened with high-density copper mesh.
Well, I don't know. How could any external electromagnetic radiation get through the screen? It might be purely magnetic, but the walls are steel, so that would be quite difficult to get through. Alex, you got anything?
Has it happened just this one time?
It happened again just last night. Jacinta and Costas were both affected.
Oh, are they okay?
Jacinta's in the infirmary. Fiona's a little brighter, but she got the lesser dose. However, Jacinta's got your little nanites working for her. I think that might have saved her ass. The dose meters are off the scale.
Radiation? What type?
We think it's gamma, and they both got a fair dose. Jacinta took the brunt of it, but she's got the nanites. Costas was well back, otherwise she'd be really sick.
Are they well enough for us to conduct an interview?
I'll see how they're both going.
This is interesting. Looks like a form of back-channel offensive action.
I don't know. It's clearly not lethal. It's an ineffective means of disabling the RCBS. I think it's very easy to jump to conclusions based on the outcome, but it may be something else. We clearly need more data. I think our next move is definitely to see what Jacinta or Fiona has to say.
Agreed. We need first-hand descriptions.
Fiona's good, but she's a little fragile. Jacinta is weak but awake. She's probably feeling like shit, so go easy on her.
Don't worry, we'll be gentle.
How are you going?
Oh, we're fine, but more to the point, how is Jacinta? It sounded serious.
Well, yes, it is very serious. She's weak and she just received a goodly dose of radiation. And then she panicked, ran into Costas, and they both lashed out at each other. Luckily, those little nanites saved her.
Why would Jacinta attack Fiona? I thought they were the best of mates. It doesn't make sense.
Well, you can ask them both. They are in adjacent medical booths.
Hi, you. Whoa, that's an eye, all right. It's a beauty.
Well, not from my point of view. Ugh, Fiona's a hell of a right. Oh.
Oh, you okay? Here, let me get that. So how come she took a swipe at you?
Thanks. She wasn't fighting me. She was fighting those things.
Sorry? What things? What were they? Can you describe them?
It was the dead. I looked into hell. Oh, God, it was horrible. There was this shushing, clicking noise and a sense of overwhelming power. There was this beam in the sky like the Eye of Doom. It was like another universe. I could feel the energy being pumped out.
You can't really mean the spirits of the dead, surely.
Yes, I mean the spirits of the dead. We only just got away and I could feel the sucking force. Ugh. I could see a planet, dark and cold. There was a glow on the horizon and the sky had what looked like a lighthouse which glowed blue.
So did you actually see any dead, like zombies? What you described sounds like a real place.
Well, it was real, all right. I don't know. To be honest, it was just a glimpse. I could see enough to know that I didn't want to be there.
Did Fiona see the same place?
She's next door. Why don't you ask her?
Alex, you stay. I'll go and talk to Fiona. See if I can get some more details.
Great. So, Jacinta, did you see any other effects when this event was occurring? For example, could you see the corridor, section 5, simultaneously as this death world? Was the corridor showing behind this world?
Oh, well, it was like a rippling curtain effect. Kind of black waves. The ripples moved slowly as they passed in front of us. Parts of this other place showed through. The edges were fuzzy, like a distortion.
Right. So how long did this go for?
Well, it seemed like ages. Probably 10 seconds or so.
When you moved, how did the apparition, for want of a better phrase, how did it move?
What do you mean?
Well, was it like a projection, like from some other viewpoint? Or was it linked to the reality of the corridor?
It did move, like it was attracted to us, but it did sort of wander about a little as well.
Was it wobbling, like it was being projected from a long way off?
No, not really. It had... I can't be sure, but maybe it was in time with the hissing that I heard. Look, to be honest, I was terrified. The sounds were horrible, like a clicking whisper against a sort of rumbling. It had an unimaginable sense of power. I thought I could hear screaming.
So would you describe this as a religious experience? Did you have a sense of revelation or spiritual understanding or communicating with some entity?
Sort of. It was otherworldly. I think there was something communicating, if that's what you mean.
Shaz, how did you go?
Well, I've got quite a few notes. I think I have enough for the time being.
Are you okay? You look a little pale.
Well, I must say I think this is the strangest story I've heard in all my years as a detective.
Yeah, copy that. Look, let's get back and compare notes and plan our next steps. You rest up. We're going to report back and get on the case. We'll let you know as soon as we have any further information. Stay away from that area of the retro, right?
You've no issue persuading me of that.
Just one more thing. You've both got implants, haven't you?
Yes, of course.
Do you have any of the sensorium files on record?
Yes. We were both recording, but the high radiation levels messed with the storage lacuna. The files are very garbled. I requested live uplink for all personnel involved with any future actions.
Yeah, that was my thinking, which is why I asked.
Rudy, what she said gave me the creeps. I think it sounds like some sort of illusion. Or perhaps it's like a portal to another world. The big issue, I think, is that the thing didn't show clearly in the cameras. Perhaps it was the camera's angle. Perhaps the light coming out had a peculiar wave function. We're going to go away and start working on this. I think you should immediately deploy every military-grade sensor and camera around that area at the pub. If it happens again, we need to collect more hard data. Oh, and get cameras in the closed rooms in case this thing is appearing in places and is not being seen.
Yeah, all good points. Totally agree there. Shaz, I think you and I need to perhaps camp out around the same area tonight. We can be tooled up, perhaps with recorders running off our implants. Rudy, I don't know if this is possible, but can you store the images we see in our mind's eye, so to speak, in these new implants?
They can store an hour or two depending on the fidelity. It can be set on rotation as a buffer.
It'll be interesting to take a look into what is actually experienced by the recipient.
I already anticipated the need for deployment of more sensors, and Chen is on that as we speak. Major Calvin is readying the control room to receive the data streams, and we'll flick it into the hollow tanks.
Rudy, is Gander aware of this issue? Perhaps she has some historic information which might shed some light. For example, has this ever happened at the retrograde in the past? Perhaps there are rumors of a ghost or a poltergeist or that sort of thing. I think what people see is partly caused by the panic and the weirdness of the event. It's so far out of the ordinary. Perception is a created thing after all. Oh, and I think some highly accurate temperature sensors and perhaps thermal imaging cameras might be useful. Fiona said the room felt cold and then it went hot. It'd be interesting if we could pick that up.
Look, I'll get Boy onto it straight away.
Okay, I'm going back to our office. I want to try and get my head around this.
But we're going to need you back around 1800. We're going to fit you with the exoskeletons.
It's not a combat situation.
They'll give you superior strength to resist compulsion. We'll be checking you from CNC, and if, for instance, you're sequestrated, we can intervene and freeze the suits. They have magnetic clamps which can grip the corridor walls and stop you being moved if you don't want to be moved.
I thought those implants couldn't be sequestrated.
We are dealing with something entirely different.
Not sure I'm wildly enthusiastic, though. Problem is, I can't think of anything else as a way forward.
Oh, hi, guys. Oh, not sure what that look on your face means.
It means, Sophie, that we have a job. A very strange and intriguing job. And we need you and Zed to help out. So can you get hold of Zed? We're definitely going to need him on this one.
No problem. He's back around behind the server racks. I believe it's his natural habitat.
Oh, like some creature of the night.
Exactly.
Zed, you there? We have a job. Oh, there you are. Why are you lying on the floor? You look like someone in your element.
Well, these patch waveguides don't fix themselves, and we need to get the servers cross-linked with more bandwidth. Otherwise, quantum servers or not, they're just so much junk.
Okay, if you say so. We have a case, and I think it's going to require some heavy data analysis, particularly of video and telemetry information. This one is right up your street, and it's a really weird one. You're going to love it. We're going to use the spare room with its pin board.
Pin board? What the hell's that for? That's a little antiquated, isn't it?
It sure is, but it works, and it doesn't require power. And it's a great way to bring all the pieces of information together. Anyway, we need to start collating the information.
Wouldn't a database be more effective? We could put it in a virtual space, and then you effectively get an infinite play area with zoomability. Much better than a physical wall.
Well, I'm not saying no, but I think you need to show me. Also, it does sound like it might be expensive.
Not expensive. What do you think these servers are for? Also, I know that Gander has some screens she used in one of the shows. I'm fairly sure if I tell her what you want it for, she'll be happy to lend it to you. It's just sitting in storage.
Shaz Zed's come up with an idea about some sort of electronic wall thingy. Sounds kind of funky. What do you think? A virtualized place to look at cases.
Well, Zed's usually on the money. Alex, what's he thinking?
Well, he says it's a zoomable, movable thingy display, other doodads. Oh, what the hell? Can you please explain, Zed? This is your baby.
Well, it's kind of like an infinitely large space where you can display any data in 3 dimensions. And you can show any causal links between the items. You can even go into the space using your implants and walk around. I think it'd be really cool. Sophie and I can prepare and enter the data as you find it. And I can work the pattern search networks and use the display to show links. It'd be like a secure play space for each case. It would be stored and encrypted on our servers. We have to use them for something. And it's a cool project for me and Soph.
Oh, so it's Soph now, is it? I'm all for it, Zed. Sounds like a real step up. I think we should give it a try. What do you think, Sophie?
Oh, it's definitely cool, alright? I think it would give the agency an edge. It will give me something to do. To be honest, I'm getting a little bored.
Well, you'll be bored no more. I'm just datavising interviews we've just done with Jacinta and Costas. They had a bad experience last night. If you could store it for later analysis, that'd be great. Hey, can you pick out the key characteristics and tag the video? Now, I think it's about time we took you guys out to lunch as a kind of kickoff for our little agency. Do you know any good places to go?
Oh, if you like Italian, Stromboli's is fab. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it. Oh, and the ice cream is to die for.
Well, that's got my vote. Are you in, Zed?
Well, the tech can wait for a while, and I can't work on an empty stomach, so count me in.
Now, A-Ray, you just watch this ops. If a nasty human breaks the locks, you can really go to town. There's likely to be bad people, okay? If you're good, I have some dead flies I've been collecting when we get back. Oh, Sophie, how have you been getting along with A-Ray?
Oh, no problems. I bonded immediately with her. She's a gas. A woman of simple tastes. I've been reading some stuff off horticulture websites. You know, who's being crossbred with whom. She gets quite excited sometimes.
Really? You two are as bad as each other. And Alex, sometimes I think you're having more than a platonic relationship with that plant.
What? You mean like Gilbert and Sullivan? Then a sentimental passion of a vegetable fashion must excite your languid spleen. An attachment a la Plato, or a bashful young potato, or a not-too French bean.
Wow! Sophie, I didn't know you liked light opera.
Well, I had to do it for school. The reference just came to mind immediately. You do know I'm not just an extremely pretty face, don't you?
Oh yeah, I think we figured that out some time ago.
This episode was produced by Melanie Blizzard and written by Melanie Blizzard. The voices you heard were Adoni Ekendeo playing Sophie, Barry Howarth playing Boy, Helen Ekendeo playing Alex and Costas, Joanne Oliver playing Rudy and Seaton, Stephen Cameron playing Zed, Vivian Braybrook playing Sharrow, Vivian Broadbent playing Jacinta. Angel and May is produced by a not-for-profit actors group. Any funds contributed via Patreon will be 100% allocated to future productions.